Hey guys, back to Wishtree. Hope you had a good weekend. Excited to get back into it. Rory's here. You see her? Oop. And she's down for the count. Good girl. She's going to read with us. Chapter 26. Stephen and his mother eventually gave up trying to find the mysterious baby possum. Samara watched them from her living room window, but she didn't venture out. After about an hour, hairy spiders and Flashlight woke up and returned on wobbly legs to their den. And that was that. Again. Don't worry, I told Bongo. Third time's a charm. Remember they're trying to make Samar and what's the neighbor's name? No, I'm forgetting. It's been a while since we read. Let's see. Stephen, there we go. Samar and Stephen friends. They've tried twice, so. What's that supposed to mean? It's just something people say. Charm? Bongo sneered. Did you know that's what people call a bunch of hummingbirds? No, actually. Hummingbirds, which, let's face it, are pretty much overdressed flies. Just a bunch of us crows together. Guess what they call us? What? A murder. A murder of crows. Can you believe it? A bunch of trees, you're a grove. A bunch of raccoons, a gaze. Bongo flapped her wings. But crows were a murder. Are you quite finished? I asked. Sorry, I'm worried about you, and I get grumpy when I'm worried. Bongo plucked out a piece of new grass and tossed it aside. I have one more plan to get Samar and Stephen talking, I said. How about a plan to get you not turned into a picnic table? I can't control everything in life, Bongo, I said gently. And if I could, what fun would that be? But this little thing, this wish of Samar's, I can make it happen. I hesitated. At least, I think I can. I don't understand why this matters so much to you. She reminds me of a little girl I knew a long time ago. You're a button sky, said Bongo wearily, but I love you anyway. She looked at me with something like the crow version of a smile, beak open, head cocked, eyes gleaming. So what's plan number 3? Once night had fallen, I sent Bongo on her next mission. Alex is leaving. Bye! Yeah. All you have to do is untie Samar's wish, I instructed. Oh, she said, is that all? Bongo flew to the low branch where Samar had tied her pink, dotted fabric scrap. She yanked on it with her beak several times. Easier said than done, she reported. You're a crow. Use a tool. Crows are well known for making and using tools. They're probably the brainiest birds around. Bongo poked and considered. I have a paper clip in my collection. I'll give that a shot. It'll never work, Agnes predicted from her nest. I think owls are secretly a bit jealous of crows. One by one, heads poked out of the hollows, as well as the skunk den under the porch to watch Bongo at work. What's Bongo doing, Ma? Asked one of the ewes. It's called tool use, said Big Ewe. No big deal. Folks, if you can't say something helpful, I said, please don't say anything at all. Bongo returned with a small piece of twisted metal. Straightened paperclip, she explained. Found it in the school playground. With great effort, she managed to slide that straight into the paperclip into the knot, but try as she might, she couldn't pull the knot free. Almost got it, Bongo muttered between her clenched beak. Why is Bongo doing that? Harold asked Agnes. There's no explaining crows, Agnes said. Because I told her to, I said. Because it's important to me. With a frustrated groan, Bongo let the paperclip fall to the ground. It's no use, Red, she said. Maybe it's time to give up on this idea, I said with a sigh. I'm not meant to help. I'm meant to sit here and just sit. A gentle wind rippled my leaves. No one spoke. Wait just a minute, said Big Ewe. Maybe I can lend you a paw. You're awfully heavy for that branch, Agnes pointed out. Let her try, I said. Carefully, Big Ewe inched her way out into the limb where Samar's wish was tied. She was indeed heavy, and my branch bowed under her weight, but I held firm. She toyed with the knot using both front paws. Before long, she'd pull the strip free. Ta-da! She cried, clutching the fabric in her right paw. Well, I did my part, too, Bongo sulked. It was a joint effort, I said. Teamwork, and much appreciated both of you. You have the wish, said Agnes. Now what, Red? Now we wait until Samara comes to visit, I said, and then Bongo works her magic. The moon bathed us all in a cool blue light as we awaited Samara's nightly visit. She came out in her robe and slippers, sitting on her blanket, and waited patiently as the baby scrambled over to see her. Around her neck she was wearing the Barabad key that Bongo had given her. Where's my crow friend? She whispered as the ewes somersaulted in front of her. She looked up into the branches, and I was glad I'd instructed Bongo to hide on Stephen's roof. Right on schedule, Bongo flew to Stephen's bedroom window. She settled on the sill. Samar's fabric strap dangled in her beak. Carefully, she tapped on Stephen's window. Nothing happened. I told Bongo to be as quiet as possible. We didn't want Samar to see what we were up to. Tap, 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 louder this time. Still nothing. Stephen apparently was quite a sound sleeper. Bongo looked at me. Her eyes said, "Now what?" She tried again. Tap, tap, tap. Samar startled. "What was that?" she asked. Fortunately, Harold distracted her with an attempt to fly onto her arm. It was more of an awkward hop than a flight, and Samar giggled. Good going, little Harold, I thought. Bongo dropped Samar's wish onto the sill. Tap, tap, tap. Nothing. She paced back and forth in front of the window. Then she froze. Her eyes glinted in the moonlight. Bongo leaned close to the glass and performed her very best fire engine siren. By the time Stephen's window flew open, Bongo was already back on the roof, watching her efforts pay off. Stephen peered out. He rubbed his eyes. He noticed a scrap in his sill. Frowning, he held it up, catching the moonlight in order to read the words written on the fabric. He looked down at the lawn. There was Samar looking up at him, surrounded by an odd collection of baby animals. You rock, said Bongo. I love it. All right, I'm keeping these read-alouds a little shorter because we're almost done with the book and I want it to last a couple weeks. And I also know that you guys have a lot of work, and so I know listening to a 20-30-minute read-aloud's a little long right now. So I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to keep reading for tomorrow's video. But I'm going to stop there for now, and we'll keep going with it. So we're going to see now it kind of leaves off with the balls in Stephen's court. Is he going to do anything, or is he just going to ignore it and go back to bed? So curious to find out if this plan's going to work. All right, we'll read tomorrow.